I'm Zach Jones with Recruit, and here are my 2 cents on the ultimate Google Analytics hack. Remember when in high school your math teacher made you learn how to do those complicated equations by hand, and it was very frustrating and a very tedious process. And then one day either the teacher showed you how or another student showed you how, or maybe you figured out yourself how to use one of those weird buttons on your calculator that you had no idea what it did, and all of a sudden you realized that one weird button could do that complex formula that you were having to learn how to do by hand, saving you tons of time on your homework. Well, that's kind of how this ultimate Google Analytics hack works. For years, we've been big proponents here at Recruit of helping our customers become very comfortable with Google Analytics. It just gives you so much knowledge in knowing how your campaigns are performing, how your target audiences are interacting with your content, and so on and so on. Google Analytics is fairly simple to use, but it can be intimidating to learn the more advanced and complex functionality. Recently, though, Google introduced what they call insights, and it proactively seeks to identify trends and patterns and serve these insights up to you when you log in. So you may log in the top right corner of your screen on the little insights icon. You may see a few little recommendations there. Sometimes they're helpful, honestly, sometimes they're not. However, within this Insights functionality, there is a new search function that's kind of like a Siri or Alexa-like resource that you can go to and ask questions about your analytics data. You can literally just type in a question or the name of a data set you're seeking and get an instant answer. So here's how you get to it. Again, this is kind of like that weird button on your calculator that is going to save you all kinds of time. When you log into your Google Analytics profile, at the very top of the page, you're going to see a search box. And the simplest way to learn how it works is just start by asking it a few very simple questions. Something like, how many visits did the site get yesterday? And then hit enter. And then within a second or two on the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see the answer to your question. And it may even have a graph or a little mini chart depending on your exact query. Once you get comfortable with it, you'll realize that you don't actually have to ask it a properly formatted question. You could just say visits yesterday, and you'll get this same data, which can save you a few seconds. And it's a little bit easier if you're doing multiple queries at a time. Some more advanced questions you can ask, though, include things like most popular cities last month to see where all of your traffic came from last month, or just conversions today. If you're using analytics to track events and goals and conversions, then just saying conversions today or conversions last week. Within a second or two, you've got the data right there. You can even do things like visits this year from Florida as another example, and you'll get that data right away. There are all kinds of ways you can use this search functionality to get instant data to things that you need on a regular basis. And again, sometimes they'll even include a little chart or graph depending on your specific query. So it is great and still important to learn Google Analytics inside and out, because you're not going to be able to get all of the possible data through this search functionality. You still need to know what Google Analytics can and can't do and how to use it manually. But when you just need one or two data sets rather quickly, use the Insight search tool. I consider it the ultimate Google Analytics hack because it can save you tons of time. And by the way, if you have the Google Analytics app on your smartphone, the functionality exists there as well, so it's very handy. Let me know if you've used this or what one of your favorite questions to ask is. I'd love to hear it. As always, thanks for watching.